Bentornati, and welcome back for episode 3 of our Satisfactory Update 6 series. Alright, so in the last episode we played with the mom a bunch, we unlocked a whole lot of stuff in the research trees, and then, as promised, I cleared our floor space of all machines. I just moved a few containers and a few remaining production lines for stuff that I wanted to finish, like accumulating a little bit down the line here. And now we have ample space, ample room for us to build seriously, because now that we have the Mark II belts, we can actually make 100% efficient smelters. Okay, so that's gonna be our focus today. So I'm hanging out up here with my good friend the blue slug, so let me actually collect this. There you go. Now let's remove all these temporary ramps. These are really not needed. It was just here, you know, so that we could collect the slug that we all desire and deserve. Alright, so clean, amazing, fantastic. I have this it's a little ramp. I rearranged it. It's a little bit wonky because there isn't a lot of space in here, but from here we could go somewhere. I don't know. I was testing a few configurations, but from here we can then go through this door and we are back at the hub, right? I don't know. I don't even know why I came back up here. We don't really need this right now, but let's get started, shall we? Okay, so we have our two Mark I miners in here sitting on two pure iron nodes. Okay, so this build will only apply if you are building on pure iron nodes that produce 120 ores per minute. I'm gonna make a 8 smelters configuration. So let's start by maybe, I'm thinking this is gonna be a 3x3. Yes, so let me use a few walls to determine what the space, you know, is gonna look like. 3 is gonna be there. Okay, this is not great that we have this in here, so maybe I should do something like this first. Yes. So we start tiny little bit higher. It's not a problem, but at least we have flat spacing here. Okay. So we're gonna have 2 lines of 120 coming in, but our smelters can only process 30 a minute. So we start with splitters, okay? One's gonna be right here in the center, and I want it right against the wall. No, not like that. I said right against the wall. Yes, perfect. Then 2 more. Align to it, but not exactly adjacent. We're gonna go 1 snap point in between. There you go. Okay, what this configuration achieves is that we get 120 into this one, gets split 60 and 60, and this again, the 2 on the sides again split into 30 and 30. Is this aligned? It is not. Why am I being so sloppy all of a sudden? There you go. That's better. No, this is still not aligned. What is wrong here? I'll tell you what, because the guides don't really appear. This is aligned, so to prove it, let's actually connect these guys with belts like that. However, this one will need to have a Mark II belt coming in like so. Let's see, let's have this here, but then let's go a little bit higher up so that we can actually walk. Oh, I didn't notice that this actually encroaches in my walkway. So can I turn this slightly? No, I don't want you facing that way, but maybe slightly like this. And this pole is now, of course, clipping horrendously. It's not super cool, but it works. Okay, it works. Mark II again. Will you then go in here? I mean, it's good enough. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Okay, I want to start with the smelters first, but this is only needed for me to get the right spacing for things. So, this one is going right against the edge like so. And we go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this one lines perfectly in here. Then I want to start preparing the mergers. Yes, not splitter, merger. And I'm gonna have the output go that way and then out front. So again, these ones I want aligned with the outer wall, so that's perfect, like that. And again, this, like this, and the last one I rotate so that the output is in a front, like so. Now, I could move all these smelters against these, and that's because that way we get a little bit more space in here for these conveyor belts. I mean, this is probably gonna work anyway. Let me see. If I do this and this, no, it's not. It's not. So let's remove the smelters now. This was all just so that we could get the mergers in place. Now that we have the mergers, we can put the smelters right up against them. So, like that, like that, like that, and like that. Right? So this is now proper spacing. It's an invalid shape, but that's because this one is too long. Yes, exactly. So this shape is now valid. Okay, so I'm still using Mark I belts now to do all these connections. This is fantastic because you don't need any shenanigan, like it's perfectly spaced right there. This one you set up from here, like one snap point out, and then they connect perfectly. Okay. So this is the input into our first 4 smelters. Now let's connect the outputs here. Now we need to pay attention, because this is 30. Well, I guess we don't really need this in here, do we? No, we don't. So, okay, 30 in. Again, 30 in. This is 60, so our Mark I belt can still do that. 30 in. This is now 90, so I need to switch to the Mark II belt. This in here is the last 30, and the output here is gonna be 120, of course. And we can go up 1 step. Okay? So this is our output of the first 120. Then we have all of this coming in though. And that it's gonna go up 1 floor, exactly. So let's use a few walls and we can do something like that. We go up 3. This is just for us to know where to stop. And of course right now we don't have any fancy building pieces, so this is not gonna be super good looking, but it's gonna be functional. Okay, that's the top floor, and can I do something to connect in here? I think I actually can. Can I go upstairs now? I don't need this ramp anymore. I can just do this. Perfect, so now I need to replicate this exact thing apart, but like with only one main difference. I don't want the output to be in here, or do I? Or do I? Maybe I do. Maybe I do want my output to be here. Let me think, because I can come down with a vertical, and then maybe stack on top of this. Can I do a 7 in here to stack? 1 and 2. And at that point I don't even need this. Yeah, this could be interesting actually. Yeah, this can work. So yeah, let me recreate this setup up there. We climb back up. And this time we start with mergers. Let me see if I can get... Yes, this is the exact center. Output in there. And I think this is the correct position. It is. Fantastic. Up against this, I can start putting a smelter. So right there. Fantastic. Then I can place the other smelters in a row, and that's easy. Amazing. And then I can do the remaining mergers here, so aligned to that and aligned to that. And then again, whoa, 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 don't jump down. Okay, so Mark 1 belt in, Mark 1 in here, Mark 1 in here because this is 60, Mark 1 in here, then Mark 2 in here because this is 90, Mark 1 in here, and now we do vertical, Mark 2, out from here, jump down, like that. Then if I do Mark 2 belt, oh, perfect, absolutely perfect. And this combined is 240 ingots. Okay, let's jump up again. Alright, now for my input I want to do the exact same that I have downstairs. So I start with a splitter, of course. I think this is the position. No, one step more towards the edge. Yes, like that. Then this, like so, and again, like only one step of distance in between. This should go perfect like that. Let's do. Then one step in here, one step in here, and then the curve in the middle. One step, and the curve in the middle. Okay, this is all connected. I just need to set up them all for iron ingots. Iron, iron, iron. There you go. Now we can go back downstairs and do the same in here. So I forgot, I could have done this earlier, but yeah, iron, 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 and again iron. Now, I think I can use the same technique that I used up front and do something like... Do I have enough space? This might be a little bit too close though. So let me revise this decision. If I prepare in here instead, I can remove this. Do Mark II conveyor. One goes up here. You know what? You can rotate even another small step. So maybe I don't want you like this, but like... Because you were like this. Let me see. Yeah, like so. Mark II again. Yeah, that feels slightly better. Again, it's not perfect. I know. I should just stop. Because there's no way I can make it cool, but what about this? And then whatever. I'm gonna stop touching it now. Okay, from there though. Lift, Mark II lift. Oh, this is really, really close. I thought I was doing better than this, but maybe... Oh, you know what? Yeah. At this point, what's this called? The conveyor pole is not even needed, but who cares? It's there for aesthetic purpose. How do I want to... You know what? This is actually not bad as alignment. However, let me see. What's the closest that I can get to that height? Let's try in here. Because this is the height, isn't it? No, it's too much. What if I do this? No. I kind of hate it. Nope. That's slightly better. Just slightly. Okay, we're all connected. It's time to test it. However, I'm thinking, do I want to send this anywhere in particular for now? And probably not. I mean, I can accumulate a little bit. Just so that I can see them running. Like, this is just for the proof of concept, okay? It's very wonky, but just so they don't immediately stop. Oh, of course, I forgot power. I was all concerned with proper positioning of the belts that I forgot about power. And by the way, as soon as we unlock wall sockets, power is gonna be so much better in here. Anyway, let's put a pole there in the middle. Another one in here, and then we join them in the middle. Okay, and this one goes to, I don't know, maybe here. We run back upstairs. Let's see. Yeah, and from you we can get back. Let's see in here. Oh, I'm missing a few belts in here. Good that I checked. And then again, one in the middle here. 1, 2. Yo, I'm jumping too much. 1, 2, connected to this. Okay. Power is all connected. Good. Belts are all connected. What's left? What's left? This is not connected. So let's do this. And something wonky like this, just so that I can connect everything at once. So, oh, this is already all connected, so from here, go. Okay, the miners are starting. Come on. Fantastic. That's 120 ore a minute. Let's go check. Splitters are splitting. Wait a second. Oh no, that's right, because these are belts of 60, but we are splitting into 30. So that's perfect. It's actually correct. Okay, this is okay. There's something... No, there's nothing wrong there. Look. That's a perfect continuous line. 120 ingots a minute. And everything should be running at 100%. 100. Let's go check upstairs. I'm stuck. Let me out. Please, let me out. That was a parachute. Going off for no reason. But I don't care. 100%. 100%. Yup, everything is running at 100%. Perfect, amazing. Let's put a few more walls around this thing. Alright, and that is our big orange box of iron smelting. It's a bit ugly at the moment. However, before this episode ends, I think we can do something about it, because we do have now access to the awesome shop and resource sink. So let's take a look at that. I think they are on the special, so we can actually put to use the awesome sink and sink some of these ingots if we wanted, because right now we are producing without really much of a purpose. So let's put one awesome sink right here. Let's use Mark II belts to connect directly to it. Now, ingots aren't really worth much. Oh, of course this thing needs power, otherwise it will not operate. So let's connect to that. And there it goes. Happily destroying all the stuff we are producing. And are you going to update me? Maybe a full minute needs to pass before this guy gets you the stats. But yeah, basically I think we are getting something like maybe 1 point for each ingot at the moment. A better idea would be to feed this guy stuff that is a little bit more complex. Like, for example, stuff that we are producing right now in quantity, but we are not really using much of, like this copper wire, or even better, this copper cable. Like the more like refining or production passages you have to go through in order to produce something, and the more it is worth in the awesome sink. So let's try and do something like that. Oh, and you can put down as many as you'd like. I just need a reinforced plate that I have where again? I moved everything around. Okay, I have a few. Not to worry. So let's put down another awesome sink. So ideally, you would like to have one of these to catch the excess coming out of all your factories everywhere in the world. Let's have a merger in here. Nope, too close. Merger there. We can connect it with 120 belts, and then we can use normal belts to connect to here, so that we can start sinking a few of these. So let's see, wires. Oh, and of course he needs power too. Nice. Let's see how many points is this producing. It looks faster, doesn't it? And by the way, this is counting both, so the output that we get from this one and from that one. Cool. You know what? I'm gonna sit in here for a few minutes. Let's see how many coupons can we get. And of course, after the first one, the price goes up. So like the first one was relatively easy, but now the second needs a few more points, then the third even more points, and so on and so forth. So, see you in a bit. Okay, so this is several minutes later, and as you can see now I have 1, 2, and back in there 3 awesome sinks. In here I just put down a row of 4 constructors making plates. I'm merging them all in here, so I have like this should be 120 plates. But it must be that the output of these machines is not like continuous. It's like they come out in batches or something. So that must be why this is staggered. Because this should be 20, 40, 60, 80. Well, yeah, I guess 80, not quite 120. Anyway, with all of this going on at once, we are now collecting something like almost 2,500 points a minute. And as you can see, we are just now collected 10 coupons. But yeah, like now coupons are way pricier. And as you can see now the progress is much slower. So this is something for sure that you want to set up early, not going maybe as aggressive as I'm doing right now. Also because one of these consumes a lot of electricity. And just let it go, like passively consuming a little bit of excess resources, and once in a while you can get in there and collect your coupons. Anyway, let's print our 10 coupons in here, and let's go and make the shop so that we can take a look at the awesome stuff that we can buy from there. Okay, upstairs from here, and then through the door. Where do I want to put my awesome shop? If it fits, maybe right in here. Oh yeah, it's pretty small. Awesome shop. Do you need power, awesome shop? Or maybe not. Okay, welcome back. With 10 coupons, we can get stuff. This is organization. This stuff is unavailable. Lights are really good. It's good maybe to management. Oh, this is the good stuff. This is the really good stuff. Okay. 1 coupon for conveyor lift floor hole. This is nice. I would like the wall hole for conveyors. The wall power socket gives you... Okay, these are wall outlet Mark 1, and the double wall outlet, that is absolutely gold. So yes, I'm gonna spend 3 in there. Add to cart. Back. This only gives the conveyor lift floor hole. Schematic for conveyor wall mount. This is also good, but I don't know that I specifically need it right now. If I go to walls, conveyor walls for 5 coupons. Okay, these I need. These are amazing. Yes, let's spend 5 on that. Add to cart. So I'm spending 8. I only have 2 coupons left. There's not really much that I can do with 2 coupons, is it? Let's take a look around. Architecture. Ooh, concrete pillars. These are really nice if you want to build up. And I would also like stairs and catwalks. Oh, ladders. I just don't have enough coupons for ladders. Everything is so expensive. I'm gonna buy the concrete pillars for now though, just because they're very nice looking. Yes, add to cart. Let's go. This is a total of 10. Buy all. Oh, fantastic. Awesome, I should say. Now, can I use some of these new pieces around here? For example, in there. Walls. Conveyor wall. I mean, not that it changes much right here. Well, actually, it does change a little bit. I didn't want to jump down. But yeah, it's slightly more, you know, framed, let's say. In here should be even better. Oh, fantastic. I love it. I love it. So now I can totally enclose this. Let's see if I can use it also right here. Conveyor wall. Right there. Then normal wall in here. Wait! Oh no! It's not really properly aligned, is it? Maybe the 2? No. This one? Not even that one. Oh, this is too bad. This is not really aligned with any of the walls with conveyor holes. Okay. So this design is really like space efficient, but if you want to make it also pretty from that point of view, and maybe is one of these instead aligned? Because I could totally... Not that one. Not even that one. I mean, I just need one of these to be aligned. But none of them are. That's the problem. And you know what? That one doesn't even show, because the lift has that, I don't know how to call it, like chute, that enclosed conveyor there, that, I mean, it totally masks any wonkiness against the wall. All right, I don't know, maybe I'll think about it. I'll think about it in between episodes. Okay, I think this is it when it comes to big builds. Let's just do something like this, because it's a little bit nicer. Yeah. And at this point, okay, this is all temporary, of course, because I just wanted the coupons. Let's see, do we have any more? Yeah, 2 more. Nice, print. Give me. I like coupons. Are you guys producing? Yes, you are. And what else? Oh yes, we have a disk drive in the MAM. Let's go upstairs and check on our new recipe. Or recipe choice. Let's hope for something good at this point. Because the first choice we had wasn't that great. So in here we have stitched iron plate, which is not bad. Because instead of being plates and screws, it's gonna be plates and copper wire. And copper wire is it's quite faster to produce. Okay. Or fused quick wire. I mean, this could help us a lot in the production of quick wire if we want to sync it, especially. Or Caterium wire, which is not, it's not that great. It's not that great. I will go for this now. I mean, yes, it makes it so that your heavy plates are not entirely made of iron, which is a little bit of a complication because we need to import copper too. But right now, copper is pretty close, so I think this is better because we won't use as many screws, and that's a pro. So I'm gonna go for this one. Confirm. Is there anything else that we can push? I know that at some point we will need black powder, and I think I have enough coal and sulfur to start that. Yes, the sulfur and coal that I found just by exploring around should be enough to unlock at least this. To start research. Okay, black powder. So maybe we can make black powder now. Smokeless powder. Oh, I have none of those. What about this? Experimental power generation. What is that? I can't even see what this unlocks. For the Nobelisk, I need steel, and I'm not there yet. This also needs steel. Let me get those 50 modular frames. I should have some around. Okay, so now that I have everything, let's see what this unlocks. Ooh, it's using 100 rotors too. It's pretty pricey. Let's hope for something good. Experimental power generation. This unlocks compacted coal. Oh, it requires us to sacrifice a disk drive there. But compacted coal is supposed to be a really good recipe for a coal power plant and turbo fuel. So I guess it was worth it. Maybe really not for right now, but maybe for later it was worth it. Inflated pocket dimension. If I can get my hand on 200 silica, I can inflate my pockets, which is always good. Have I unlocked this? Do I have enough? Do I have enough? Oh no, actually, I forgot to say this. In between episodes, I went here where I have my Caterium node, and here where there's a quartz node, and I just mined with the manual miners, whatchamacallit, and I got a bunch of both Caterium and quartz. So I now have a little bit of a stash of both. So let's unlock this. Okay, quartz crystal analysis complete. This could get us shatter rebar. It's a different kind of ammunition for our rebar gun. Shatter. This would be like a shotgun? Interesting. I will play with this maybe in between episodes to see what that looks like. And these are crystal oscillators. I don't have all the plates on me right now, and I don't really know how good that would be. What else do we have in here? Okay, I can unlock overclock production. I missed this in the last episode. So if I craft just one crystal there, one power crystal, which I think I can, because I have a slug on me, the one we collected at the very start of the episode. Power shard, sorry, not power crystal. I can unlock overclock. There you go, so let me check. Yes, now we have this available. So, with power shards in here, we can go like up to 150, and then with the yellow one, we can go up to 200. But also, if we want, we can go less than 100. And this means less consumption of resources in proportion, like, so at 100%, this is 120. If I go, I can even write 50%. This now consumes 60 per minute and outputs 30 per minute. Also, it will consume less power. Power follows a different recipe. I don't know if this is reflected in here. No, it doesn't really say. But if you want, there is a complex... it's not really complex, it just involves multiplying by the power of, I don't know, 8/5 of something like that. And you get the power consumption when you touch the clock speed. But we will probably make use of this in the future to make more efficient factories. I want to check real quick if there's anything else that I can unlock in here. This one requires steel. This one also requires motors. This one requires obelisks that I don't have. Expanded toolbed, this would be really good. I think in between episodes I want to set something temporary to just produce a bunch of these rotors, because +1 hand equipment slot is really good. On the Caterium line instead, I think I can start doing this one. 50 Caterium ingots. I should have Caterium ingots somewhere. I know I've set up a Caterium smelter at some point. I don't remember. Here is the Caterium. Here it is. So, Caterium, quick wire, start research. Cool. Caterium electronics requires quick wire. The zipline. The zipline is so good. So good. So, I'll tell you what, in between episodes, I'll transform a bunch of this Caterium that I mined manually into quick wire, so that we can continue on this research, and maybe at the start of the next episode, I can research and produce the zipline, which is another amazing way to traverse the maps. It's basically, well, as the name implies, you can zipline on your power cables. And that's great because it also works going up, maybe a little bit like slower, but it definitely works, and it's glorious. I love it. All right, this is gonna be it for this third episode of our Satisfactory Update 6 series. I'm having a blast. I hope you like this. If so, please consider letting me know in some way. If you enjoy that, connect, leave a message. I always read everything and I respond to everything that it is appropriate. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again in the next episode. Alla prossima!